And we are back with the Bakersfield Underground, The Bug, and we're over here joined by our broski Bernardo from the Unmasked Podcast. What's going on, broski?
What's up, brother? Welcome. Thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, it's the other way around now.
Geez, bro, I'm already nervous.
Hell yeah, man. We got SR1 over here in the house.
There, buddy. Hey, much appreciated. Thank you for coming out to the podcast.
Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah. We got fucking Iceberg over here, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have started like that.
Yeah, he's all quiet. I think this weekend really.
¿Qué onda, perro?
Hey,
No, I'm leaving it in there.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I know,
I'm too sober for this shit right now.
Shit, me too.
For real.
I'm like, damn.
For real. Did the weekend get to you guys, man? First of all, because everybody, the majority of us got sick and shit.
Bro, that
I survived it. The heat was pretty bad.
Was hot, and then Saturday
And
was
that's how you
busy.
too.
You and your fish, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude. So yeah, we had a live event this Saturday. And was it Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday, right? Saturday morning. It was fucking hot as hell. But you know, one by one, we all just kept fucking dropping. Bigfoot was the first one, obviously, and shit.
It was for a good cause, right? The car show for fentanyl.
Yeah,
right.
For all the lives
so
that were lost,
good.
you know, due to fentanyl and stuff.
Yeah.
With
the homie BJ Rodriguez and
big shout out to him and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that was a crazy event. It was hot as fuck, you know what I mean? And everybody's just, one by one, man, we're all just dropping
I actually got
shit.
invited to that event.
Oh, yeah?
It's crazy. Yeah, so I sell trading cards on the sides. We have a little business. It's called the Locker Room Vault.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
we
Nice.
got invited. I bought a trading cards from a gentleman that was works for Dignity Health.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I was out selling cars at Stockdale High School, and then he did invite me to that event.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You
It
should've
wasn't
done
that bad.
That would
Yeah.
have been pretty cool. What kind of cards? Like football?
Trading
baseball?
cards, yeah, baseball, football,
Oh, man,
soccer,
I'm gonna have to get your
Pokemon,
Instagram,
bro.
yeah.
It's called the Locker Room Vault. It's me and a couple homies of mine.
Okay, that's
we'll be
what's
doing
up.
that.
Oh, hell yeah. Go ahead and plug away your social media where people can find your social media at,
man.
and also the podcast as well. That's your
Yeah.
camera over there.
Bernie from the Unmasked Podcast on Instagram. It's the Unmasked Podcast, and then on Instagram as well, the Locker Room Vault. It's literally just the Locker Room Vault.
Hell yeah. So you're going by Bernie now? It's not Bernardo anymore?
Yeah, Bernard.
Like, what happened?
That's
Wait,
too
like
government, bro. That's too government. I can't do government. I told my girl, I was like, Bernie it is or it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gone white on us then, huh?
We can have Bernie, brother.
There you go, man.
Hey, quick! I was complimenting him on his shirt earlier. He was saying that's his brother right there.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and
get so he could give a shout out to his brother.
Yeah, man.
and
Shout
stuff.
out German 145-pound champ at 559 fights right now.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
he's got a fight coming up in October, man. So
Oh, no shit.
it's
Is
a
it
defending
here
that
in
title.
town, or-
No, it's gonna be in at the
Fresno?
Eagle Mountain Casino actually.
Oh, that's
okay.
gonna be fucking.
But if
hella
you guys
dope.
want to see pro fighters, I know Chiwiwis. Shout out
Yeah.
Chiwiwis. He'll be there.
Yeah.
So far, so yeah, man. Support
That's
Bakersfield.
fucking hella dope.
Bakersfield
Does it
Greer
go
County,
by,
bros.
you guys call him Herman or German?
I call him German.
that was my next question. Yeah, like, where are we at?
Also, the culture's changed, but everybody's
No,
gonna get deported and shit.
Hey,
Think
hey,
about
you
it,
know what?
though.
Matter of fact, I got an uncle, so he got his papers and shit when he married my aunt and stuff, you know. But he was going by Pedro, and then as soon as he got his papers, he changed his name to Peter.
Jeez.
So now we have to
All right,
just
so
call
did he
him
sell
Peter.
out? What do you
Yeah,
think
just
that
call him
is?
Peter, straight Peter.
Hey, you know what? My dad gave us really white names because he didn't want us to deal with that. And to this day, bro, I've been getting interviews like a motherfucker, bro.
All right, so it works.
Oh, yeah.
So they named you Iceberg? That's white as fuck.
Era pinche hielo, güey.
As white as you can get for German.
The whitest you could get, yeah.
Hey man, it's my
Damn.
fault. I'm the one that implemented that name. So
There you go.
gotta live with
You gotta
it
roll
now.
with it now
Yeah,
and stuff.
It is what it is, brother.
All right, Mr. Bernie, I guess you know.
Oh, seriously. Come on, man.
All right, Bernie, what got you into podcasting, man? You know what I mean? I've been listening to your show. I went all the way back. I listened to the first couple of episodes,
I need to
which
delete
was
those.
in 2023, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. Those are the
Yeah,
first couple of
23.
ones. And it kind of sounds like you and your broskies were just hanging out, just talking shit and stuff. You know what I
Feeling
mean? So-
yourself.
Yeah.
Your ego's high. You got
You know
shit to
what,
say.
brother? Let me tell you, the
It's
ego
fun,
is,
though. It's fun.
It's fun, but the ego was low.
Oh.
Let me tell you, I need to delete those,
Trauma.
man. Those need to go in
Hey,
there.
they weren't that bad, actually.
They
you
were
know?
pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm the first one to be. I'm a realist, man. They were pretty bad. But as far as back in 2013, I started YouTube. I had almost 1,000 followers. I was doing vlogs, which was popular back then. I was doing the whole Vlogmas thing, and
All right.
I quit. So I that page is still up. It has like 695 now, right?
Oh,
so it's
nice,
still
nice.
up, but I haven't touched it. So then 10 years later, my wife's like, hey, why don't you do something that's going to be for you, something you're going to love, something that, you
Get
know,
the fuck out of my face and
Yeah.
go do something.
yeah, exactly. Why don't you do something that, you know, you're a good dad, you're a decent husband, you know what I mean?
Decent husband.
Why don't you do something that's for you? So I was like, cool, man. I mean, I play softball on Wednesdays, you know what I mean? So that's all I really got going on. But she's like, start a podcast, you know. Fast forward, you know, COVID happened, and you know, I took another 2-3 years later. I was like, I gotta find a name, so I finally figured it out. I was like, the Unmasked Podcast. So
where does that come from? Where does that name come from?
It literally stemmed from being in COVID, like the mask. But then
Okay, all right.
people started seeing it as a little bit more methodical, I would say, saying, hey man, you get on the show, you're a different person. Like you get on the show, you're taking off the mask, you're being who you really are. Like show your true colors, like whether you're
that's dope then, yeah.
good person, bad person. To show who you are, you know, be real. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at now.
That's pretty cool. So how did you go? Did you come up with the idea with like, hey man, let's just have our friends first?
Yeah.
Did you have any issues getting guests on first, or like how did it work out for you?
Had a
Because I
lot
know
of
we
issues.
struggled like a motherfucker.
Yeah, had a lot of issues. The reason why is because one, I was lazy.
All right.
Two, a lot of my homies are really camera shy. It's just being real.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up
Yeah.
in Arvin, you know, for a long time, and they're just lazy. They're I'm lazy. They're very quiet people. Like they haven't been behind the camera.
Yeah, especially as soon as you turn that
los
camera
de-
on, yeah.
Los
that
de
happens.
Arvin, no, hombre, son
Somos
huevones,
diferentes, primo.
güey.
Somos
They're
diferentes,
fucking-
primo. Nah, they're not
Hey, shout out
huevones.
to the homie E-Man. I got a lot of people out there in Arvin.
Yeah, no, shout out everybody from Arvin, man. Those are my first 20 guests. You know
That's
what I mean?
what's up.
And
That's cool.
even now and then, it's still bring them on, but it was really hard getting people to really open up. It was really hard, and that's not what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a chill show, talk about sports, you know, talk shit about the Cowboys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear a lot of that.
But it's been great. Like I wouldn't change a single thing, you know, for the world. Like
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
feel like the podcast is definitely growing like it's supposed to be. It's generating good viewership. Like it's generating the people that really are interested in what we talk about, you know.
No, yeah, it's a really good show and stuff. I like that you guys switch the topics up and stuff. And what I was listening first is before you even had guests on, it was just you guys just hanging out.
Yeah.
That right there was pretty cool too. You know what I mean?
you,
Just
brother.
hanging
Thank
out
you.
with the friends and everything, and everybody has a different opinion on things. And some of the topics that you were talking about were fucking funny as shit too. You know what I mean? Like the whole. I went way back. Back when they wanted to, you needed to show your ID to watch porn online and
Yeah,
shit. You
that
know,
stuff,
that
yeah.
one was fucking funny. You know,
You
but-
remember
was
that?
this?
Bro, yeah,
yeah,
bro.
like 2 years ago they tried to do that. Yeah,
During
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
yeah, that was a funny topic though.
They're
You
like,
know,
hey, did you get your COVID shot? Because you can't watch porn. if
can't
you
watch
did
any
it.
of that
Yeah.
stuff in there, but
People borrowing IDs, stealing
Huh.
IDs.
yeah.
Like,
So
fuck.
that was
Like,
those are
was
like
funny.
the kind of topics that
All
I
registered
find that are
assholes.
fucking funny. You know what I mean?
Dope,
Because
yeah, yeah.
everybody has an opinion on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you remember the first couple of?
I was thinking back because you said 2023, right? That's around the time we started, right? Like
no,
2022,
it was-
2023.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Oh, the
it was
podcast,
same
the Pet
same
Talk
shit.
Porn.
Like it was just a group of us, you know, and we're
These
just talking.
motherfuckers are
We started
freaks.
our first show talking about the music industry, and then you know how artists generate money and what they go about doing to promote themselves and all that. And then we did the 420 event. I got in trouble for that one, the bikini contest, but that was still
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, but
So when did it turn gay?
shit, after I left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
it
Iceberg
was-
came in.
That's right. That's true. That's facts. That's what time
We
I came in.
But yeah,
That's
man, those are fun times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what was it about the vlogs that you stopped doing? Because I suck at vlogs. We record a lot.
Yeah.
I look at it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I hate it. You know, and I just don't really shit.
You know what? One quick question: do you do the editing yourself as well and all that? Because I spoke to the Biggity about that first starting off, you know, and that's a lot of work. The editing's a lot of work.
So that's kind of so if you look at the timestamps of the videos, it was I would post 3 months later, I'd post again. 6 months.
Yeah,
later,
there's
I'd
a little
post
bit of a
again.
gap, yeah.
There's a huge gap. That's because I was doing the editing, I was doing the setup,
recording,
That's what
yeah.
I was telling you. I was like, man, you got a team, like that's cool. Like you need that. So I was doing the setup, the recording, everything, editing, everything, posting, reels, all that stuff.
Oh,
so
fuck yeah.
Even to this day now, I'm still
No, but
doing
you
it,
know
but
what?
I'm more consistent now than what I was before.
Yeah.
It didn't start off that way though either. I'll give props to the Biggity right here. You know
it was just
that.
the two of us in the beginning.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Biggity made it fun and exciting for other people to want to join in and
Right.
be part of the group, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
so
it took
that
a
was pretty
while.
good.
It did take a while for a couple years actually for us to
Yeah.
have an actual team and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Them motherfuckers don't show up, Junior. You know, he's too famous now. He don't show up to work the cameras. Damn it! But yeah, it took a while to get there.
He
and
don't
stuff.
he don't pay any of these people, bro.
I don't pay myself. Bro.
Hey, I pay them with love. I pay them with
I
love.
don't pay myself.
You're
I don't pay
obligating
myself.
motherfuckers and shit.
Look at him, but he still comes. He still comes, right?
That's true.
I call Huckleberry Finn. He's the one painting the fence, making it look cool, and then has
Yeah.
everybody else painting.
Hey, we're all gonna be rich. They don't believe in the dream and stuff.
Hey, no, but that's cool though. You know, just keep the dream alive. It really, honestly, no one's gonna support you more than yourself, and you got to
for
believe in it so that other people could believe in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree, 100%, man. I agree.
So choosing your topics and stuff and what you're going to talk about, do you already have something like you have an idea what you want to do before you start the shows?
Yeah.
Or is okay? So you pre-prepare.
So I try to, right? So for the most part, I like to look at their Instagram. If they don't have Instagram, which I've come across, it's
Yeah.
harder.
Oh yeah, do
It's
some
harder,
research
right?
on it.
So
and
now
stuff,
you got to
yeah.
really ask around, like, hey, person A, person B, like, what does this dude do? Like, what does he do in the spare time? What is, stuff like that. I'm not the perfect person. Like sometimes
of course.
I procrastinate because that's what I am, a big procrastinator, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah, to a certain extent. But for the most part, man, it's just I love doing the research. Like I like figuring out who the person really is. You know what I mean?
All right. So I mean, so you have within 3 months you release another episode.
Yeah.
That's more than enough time to do some kind of research because I know in
Well, that's not even.
Still.
I don't want that. Like I
Still.
wanted to do a episode a week. So now I'm trying to an episode a week, but. Like you said, man, a one man team is tough.
that takes a long time. I found it harder to do because I want to do research. I want to do my homework on the guest that comes in. That's like the respect that I want to show the guest, right? But yeah, doing one every week and like you said, doing the editing, doing all that stuff, it's hard.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? And it's time consuming.
Yeah.
Like I always tell these guys, once we're done recording, the majority get to chill, work on the next. I start sending information as soon as I can about the next week's episode. But this episode stays with me for the next 4 to 5 days, editing, adding graphics, putting it out there, and putting it on
And I
the
saw
audio
your
format.
stuff too, man. You got some really nice graphic stuff. I don't even have
That's like the
I got
fast
simple
shit.
stuff.
That's the fast stuff, bro. Like there's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time for it
No, but
to get crazy like
even
that.
you still got life in between that. So then you're dealing with everyday life, and then editing in between that, or like breaks or lunches, or even waiting for the next move and stuff, and you're just editing.
Pretty much though. What I notice is that. What I realize is that nobody cares about that kind of shit.
Nope.
Because remember in the
don't see
beginning,
it
I
in
used
the-
to
they
spend
don't
so
see
much
it.
time in that shit. I was like, nah, this motherfucker gotta look dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nobody cared about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was telling, hey Henry, just release it. Just release. And this will the biggity will be like, nah, it has to be perfect. This and that. And I'm like, man, we're not releasing anything though. But you know what? I'm glad that he waited because,
You weren't gonna do it.
yeah, I wasn't gonna do it exactly. And he was doing it. So in all honesty,
work,
too,
man.
like other people are gonna give their opinions and stuff. But if you're the one editing, like even in the engineer wise, if they're recording you and they're the one doing your mixing and mastering and stuff, you could give your input, but let them do their work because they know what they're doing.
Yeah. That was my biggest thing too. Back in the day, I would say, I'm scrapping this. I don't want it. That's the whole vlog thing, right? You can edit as much as you can, but if you don't like it, you're scrapping it. Now you got to vlog the next day.
Yep.
Or the next day or the next day.
That was probably my biggest compliment to this guy when I first met him. I was like, I was doing my own podcast and then I got caught with work and stuff, but like just the amount of like even programming the fucking buttons, bro. That's fucking work. Because it's not like once you know how to do it, then you know how to do it.
Right.
But when you don't know and you got to figure it out, you're relying on other
YouTube.
shitty ass people who make shitty videos but know how to make. So you're like, kind of like, you didn't explain shit, fucker. Like, I knew that already looking at the brochure. Like,
Right.
you hit the
Right.
button and then you
Oh,
record
yeah,
on it.
that
So
is
you
true what he's
wasted
saying right
15
there.
minutes of my life
Yeah.
listening to this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, how
Yeah.
do
So
you
let
push
me ask
play?
you-
And they're like,
Let me ask you, so as someone who's done podcasting before, and I'm looking to get back into it pretty soon, how many lost episodes?
None.
Really?
This time, where I was going to go to is this time around, everything's posted.
All right,
Everything,
all right.
bro.
Live.
Yeah.
Live.
Okay.
I
so-
don't cut nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Everything's straight. Every episode, even when I tell my wife, I'm like, I don't want this one. I don't want to post it. She goes, you got to post it. I'm like, yeah, I got to post it.
All
Everything's
right.
posted. So even the cringiest ones that I've had, which I do have plenty, I still post it, bro, because that's
sometimes those are the
I've
best.
lost
gotta
audio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've lost
Bro.
audio. I've lost videos.
Yeah, there's one with Martin Penaloza. If you ever get to watch that one, Martin Penaloza, shout out Martin Penaloza from Marvin. But
Shout out, yeah.
I halfway, maybe 30 minutes into the episode, my one camera goes out. So it's just, my angle's gone.
Yeah.
But the audio's still perfect, right? Because it was a shout out road.
Yeah.
Audio's still perfect. One camera's still going, but there's part of the clip is lost, but I still had to post it. Like, there's no way around it.
You just had like the two angles or one angle and stuff.
One
pretty
angle,
much.
yeah.
Okay, let's
Sometimes
go.
even black screen. I was like, I gotta
picture
post
of
it. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Put a little
Legit.
notice.
But to answer your question, I gotta post it.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. I think out of all the episodes that we've done,
We would do those the street episodes and then have the microphones, the Temu microphones we had. Remember, they sound like shit.
oh yeah.
Fuck.
I think I've only probably have lost one episode.
That's so good. Bro.
But everything, as soon as we're done, everything goes into a hard drive, into the main drive,
Yeah.
and just wait for editing and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do find myself still editing, chopping up a lot of what goes on in the hour and a half conversation, sometimes 2 hours, just to keep the flow moving a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes the first person that goes is me. If I try to edit myself a lot just to keep the flow going of the show and stuff, and then I think it would be like the guests and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, just once again, me personally, I get bored after a while of you watching the same episode. It ain't really going anywhere. So, you know, not everything that comes out of our mouth is entertaining, is
No,
important,
not at all.
it's funny. So it's kind of like, yeah, that shit's got to go. How do you deal with, you say you don't do any editing, you just fucking go for it?
That's wild.
So I do the editing, but I don't do the like. The question was, have I scrapped anything? I haven't. So the way I do it is I'll record the two cameras, right? I've done 3 and I'll never do 3 again. Like I do the 2 cameras and I'll do the cut and I'll just cut.
Yeah, it's a
But
lot
I don't
easier.
cut anything out of like what the person says, what I say, like everything just stays like.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I want to keep it as what's the word? Like as
Natural.
natural as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I've lost a shitload of episodes.
He wasn't keeping it natural.
There's no way you have.
There's
no way you have, bro.
not to change the subject, but going back to like not the leaving it unedited. I've edited people because my podcast at the time was like there was no point to it. It was just like trying to do the Seinfeld thing where it's just like we're just having a conversation and it goes where it goes.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll follow up with shit, and then sometimes, man, I had people cry. I had people share like crazy shit, bro. I had Stephanie Soul. I interviewed her. Her shit's 45 minutes, bro. We interviewed for 3 hours, and I cut that shit down to 45 minutes because she opened up about like, she opened up about her life.
Okay, so
bro.
yeah,
and I edited it, and I was like, you know what? It's not about the clicks. It's not about the this, you know. And then how would I feel? It's like, you know, I mean, you know. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna cut it. I cut a bunch of shit out that she said, and she was like, "Why'd you cut it out?" I was being real. I was like, you know what? I don't know, man. In my mind, like, if that shit got out, I don't think it'd be like a positive thing.
But think about it, bro. That's where that's where you see how genuine something is. Coming back to that, the way you had Rab on your podcast, right?
Yeah.
I had Rab because he saw the podcast with me and my wife, and that was the most genuine podcast because we cried. Legit cried because my wife had just got done with cancer surgery and everything.
Oh man!
So
right.
Hey,
she just
shout
got done
out
with
to her. That congratulations.
She had
that's
her
fucking
radiation done and everything. So she did all that stuff, and that's how Rab was like, dude, I want to be on the genuine podcast. Like, get me on. So shout out to Rab.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good dude. We've had him on twice, I believe, or something like that. Yeah,
That's what's up.
That's a good interview and stuff. Yeah, we've had interviews where they say a lot of shit, bro. We get fucked up, and they say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I tell them, look, man, I'll give you guys a day to fucking let me know if what you want out or not. I've only had maybe out of all the interviews, 2 people that said, hey, you know what, man, I said a lot of shit last night. you know, like.
But that's one thing. Going back to what's it called? What we were talking about a while ago is like I was talking to Debiggity about contracts. You know, and even though you're not charging the interviewers or if you're going into an interview, at least come with a contract so that you at least say like, hey, you know what, we're gonna be talking about this. Whatever you say will be used or like on the podcast and all that, just so that they themselves can know. Okay, let me watch what I'm saying while I'm speaking.
Man, nobody cares, bro. We did an
It will.
episode. We
It
did
will.
it, yeah, later on maybe.
It
But
will.
right now everybody's pretty cool. We did an episode where you didn't go with us that day, but Cadillac was there and Bigfoot. It's a Spanish podcast. We got invited to go do an interview. I gave a 3-hour interview, bro. Fuck it. We told everything in there, right? And because that's a raw, uncensored show too, you know.
Right.
So everything was in Spanish. 3 hours. It never aired. So I was waiting for that shit, right?
Oh, they never released it?
They never released it.
Oh,
So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, bro, like, what happened? Like, oh, man, you guys got too fucking crazy, you know? Because then we got into a fight, too, right there, bro. Oh, shit. So, but it was a part of the show.
Wait,
yeah.
it was you that got in a fight.
So now it's like, we were trying to play a prank on the rest of my crew, right? Where the guy, me and him were going to start shit. So I end up, I grabbed the mic, it's brand new microphone that he had just bought. Because when we got there, they were taking it out. He's like, oh, we want to make a good impression for you. I'm like, bro, just use your regular setup. No, he spent money on just having all of us have microphones. And I felt bad because during the show, I'm in there talking shit. When they're in Spanish, we're at it. He even closed down his restaurant, bro. We were there. We're talking shit. I grabbed this microphone. I said, man, fuck you then.
Oh, shit.
So I fucking smashed that. And then I was like, shit.
He didn't try to fight you? Because, like.
Oh, yeah, he kicked me. He kicked me right in the face. The whole thing is that Bigfoot's supposed to be our security guard, right? That motherfucker
was
booked
chilling,
it, bro. He fucking booked
He was the first one
Him
down.
and Cadillac, like right now, you don't see him. That's exactly what he did. They both went, and I was on the floor. Man. These two guys were on top of me and shit, So, anyways,
bro, those mics are expensive.
They are. So they ended up not airing it. Okay, so I found out, maybe like two weeks go by. Hey man, where's it at? Where's the footage at, or where's the audio at? He's like, oh, we're not gonna air it, but you guys were talking a lot of shit. I said, oh well, give me the footage then. Give it to me. I'll air it on my show. He's like, no, I don't know. Hey, I'm going to your house. I'm gonna go get that shit. So I go to his pad. He didn't want to give it to me. So I said, just give me the fucking audio, bro. I mean, 3 hours, you know what I mean, of us. And it was kind of entertaining and stuff. If you don't want to air it on your show, it's fine. I'll air it on mine and stuff.
They're all
so I end up,
didn't make no sense.
Yeah, probably. So they
Henry rolled up with a pistol whipping everybody. Give me the fucking
But it was all fun and games. It wasn't nothing to be taken serious, but I think that because we're just used to just saying anything,
right,
that even though he had an uncensored, you know what I mean, but he didn't want to air it. So anyways, I get the audio, and it all sounded like shit. I guess he didn't get they were all new audio
so much stuff went on. Okay.
So I think that it didn't sound good. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh fuck, maybe I still got the audio, and I listened to it. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking air this shit. We were just talking all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So
I had an interview I did with the girl that does the pole dancing. Smurfany.
Yeah.
So I interviewed her. And man, she was talking about the love of her life and this and that. And I was like, oh, and we had a conversation about relationships. And she's like in love with this one dude, right? But then my job changed, circumstances changed, and I didn't put it out. And man, like 3 months went by. Man, by that time she had like 3 other boyfriends.
Oh, jeez.
And then I hit her up. I was like, hey, I edited the video, but the more I listened to it, and then I've been looking at your IG, like, do you want me to air this shit? You're like on the fourth planet right now, your universe and shit. Like, what do you want me to do? She goes, nah, just don't air it. It's like, fuck.
At least you let her know. I mean,
that's my perspective on it. That I just enjoy talking to people, and I've heard many times people tell me like, I wish we would have recorded the conversation.
Yeah,
and so that's what got me doing the podcast. But there's I don't know. I'm a philosophical person and stuff, and then so there's like a part of me that goes, even though sometimes I have a character that I play. There's a point when in my podcast where I'm like, what is my intention and what is not my intention? My intention is to interview these people, get a good story, and if we could share the conversation we had. Yeah. But it's never to get clickbait. It's never to embarrass anybody. It's never to kind of like we said, like you reach out to them, and I reach out to them. I'm like, hey, look, this is the video. Look at it. If it's good, I'll post it tomorrow. And that's usually what I do with everybody.
I don't do that to anybody.
I'll send them the link to it, and it's just waiting for it to be like public. So it's just private, and I go watch it. If you like it, let me know. If you want me to change or take anything out, I'll take it out.
Oh man, you take the extra step.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
Me neither.
I just send you the promo clip. Hey, it releases today in 1 hour. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pretty much. But I do give people opportunities to if they feel like they said something.
This is very fun.
I would try to convince them to leave it on, right? Like, no, it's not bad. It's part of your story. But only on 2 occasions that I ever did remove something because it had to do with a wife, and that I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
But if it's anything else, I try to convince them, like, hey, this or that, this or that.
I think it's so fun here that you could always say, well, we're just joking, we're just playing. You know, where mine was like a serious conversation, and I wasn't I wasn't like trying to make fun of them. I was just like, oh shit, that's interesting. Like, so compared to what you said earlier and what you said here, like, and then that's like some like shit would come out, and that's why I tell them like, man, you're like, did you overshare? I've had a couple people drink on the show, so like I was like, oh fuck.
We did remember we did the recording going to Apple Valley. We were gonna go do that show in Victorville.
Yeah.
And then Henry brought the whole setup in the car. We were right there doing a fucking podcast in the car and shit.
In the middle of the desert and shit. Yeah, fucking 2 a.m. and shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with a situation where the guest said, hey, don't air that episode or anything like that?
I've not the episode, but parts of it, yeah. Like what you have,
parts of it, okay.
Parts of it where, I think it was, I forgot who it was, but they had said some really insensitive shit, and I was like, yeah, I don't want it to bounce back on me either, kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
So I had to think about myself a little bit more than the homie, but
Talking about the Jews.
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
That does happen. You know, I just recently had
That's part of it. Like how you said, do you want clickbait? You know, the interviewer is a representation of the interviewer.
Yeah.
Or the interviewee is a representation of the interviewer, and the interviewer is a representation of the interviewee. So depending on what questions they're asking and how they're responding to it is gonna make both individuals look how they're gonna look.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is true. I just recently had a situation where I did 2 interviews in the middle of this fucking war that was going on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 episodes that I have not released because and that could have gotten a lot of views.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but it was aiming more towards the negative because once you're recording something, it's different than when you're viewing it now. It in my opinion,
You see the facial expressions and everything.
yeah, and
see
it wasn't
the emotion in it.
It kind of I felt like I was egging it on a lot more.
Yeah.
Where I think there was things where I would have done different now. But hey, I recorded it and it was like, man, there's just nothing good can come from this. You know what I mean? On both interviews. So I was like, you know what, dude? I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Because I don't want to make anybody look bad.
And sometimes that's the right move, you know, because
that one was a hard one though. That's
really,
a hard one.
I'll
show you. It's on the hard drive.
I want to see
you never seen it too. Yeah.
What's it called? Do you really want to bring negative energy, or do you want to bring like comedy and real genuine stories, you know, about people and just uplift people and stuff?
Yeah. I think maybe it was the wrong time. I don't know, you know, but it just didn't come out right, and I blame myself for it. You know what I mean? I feel like I
tend to do that, bro.
Yeah, it was shit, man. But I learned a lot from that and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get in situations like that and stuff.
Yeah, so you get excited of like, oh fuck, that's a story, you know?
Yeah.
And then you don't realize it, but then you start thinking, oh, maybe I'm pushing it too much, or maybe it's just going somewhere else where I don't even want to be on that route, you know?
Yeah, you learn from that.
It's a heat of the moment kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it was. Have you ever gotten nervous from doing an interview?
Right now.
Right now?
Earlier, bro. Did you see how I started? Oh, my, welcome.
Hi, I'm Berny.
Berny.
Wait a minute.
I was telling my girl, I was like, on the way here, I was like, I don't know why, but I feel nervous. I was like, I've never been on this side of the table, you know what I mean? Like,
it's different. It is different. Yeah.
So when I fumbled it, I was like, wait, it's not that way, it's the other way.
You're just used to it.
This one for sure, just because I've never been used to it. And then I would say every single podcast I get nervous.
All right.
The reason why is because I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
You know what I mean? I don't want to it's the way I look at it is it's their podcast. Like if I'm podcasting with you, like it's your podcast. Yeah,
I accept.
It's your episode. You know what I mean? Like it's your episode. It's how you want to be portrayed. Like I don't want to, like you said, take it a whole nother route. You know, so every episode I get nervous. I feel like it's normal though.
That's interesting. You know, I guess the one interview that I can remember that I was really nervous. You were there during that. It was Olivia LaVoice.
Oh yeah.
We're doing the Bakersfield 3
oh,
case.
Man, she was beautiful.
Yeah, that
Oh,
I was
man.
extremely nervous because there was a lot of things that happened that night. Okay,
But she was sweet too.
no, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. Okay, we're doing video chat because she's in Washington now, right? But she's the one that was in the middle of the whole case. So I don't know if you heard about the Bakersfield,
The Bakersfield
3,
3.
the famous case that happened here where they found chopped up body parts all over Kern County.
No.
Okay, so this happened a while back ago. So she agreed to be on the show. I said, cool, So I had, bro, like 5 pages of notes just because I did my research. During that time, she had the #1 podcast show in the world.
She did that one for Jaime Osuna.
Yeah,
well,
but
right?
that's another one. That's a whole other
different
case.
one. That's a different case.
Yeah,
but
I know that
Bakersfield
one. I know
3.
that one.
But
Yeah.
during the day before we interviewed, her podcast went to #1 in the world.
Oh shit.
And here she is, fucking around with us here on our show and stuff. So right away she said, and it's okay for her to say this. She said we only have 30 minutes. So I took my notes,
Celebrity.
cut that shit in half, and skip as much as I can just to keep it going, which was already hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you want to talk about the case without giving away, obviously, because I don't want to ruin her show, even though some people already know the case. But I try to change. I changed all my questions on the fly as something that will follow up with her episodes, even though I had a lot of questions. I was nervous as fuck. I couldn't even, because I'm trying to listen to what she's telling me, but at the same time, I'm trying to skip 3 questions ahead because I only have 10 questions that I do have time to ask out of the 4 pages that I just, you know what I mean? So I think that was the only one that I've gotten
How'd it go though?
nervous with.
I think it went pretty well, honestly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, considering we had a limited amount of time and just so much research went into it, and I was only able to use maybe 1/4 of it.
Yeah.
I don't think it went well. I mean, she liked it. You know
what? That's a good example of like, because I see the biggity nowadays. It's like, hey, you know what? We're recording at 6, and we're recording from this time to this time. Like Olivia was we got 30 minutes. Like I gotta do other stuff. So I see the biggity, and then it's more on a time frame now with the Bug podcast. So we're more on a strict schedule. You know what I mean? So
I'm trying to make it laid back like it was back then. But once again, once the show starts growing, you're gonna start getting more guests. You're gonna start booking. You only have. I try to limit myself to do 1 episode a week now. Today we have 2, but just because I got overwhelmed, and that's my next question I was gonna ask you. Have you ever gone overwhelmed?
Yeah.
By
Plenty of times.
Yeah, there was not a couple months ago. I just that was it. That was it for me, man. Like I put everything away, and I didn't talk to anybody. I stayed away from everybody. I didn't do any episodes. I actually canceled, which I never do. I canceled some episodes and stuff, and I just didn't want to fucking even hear about any of this stuff.
Yeah, all the time, man. Even when I'm not overwhelmed, I still feel overwhelmed, and that's why I've taken so many breaks too.
All right,
and it's just, I mean, it's life, I was a brand new dad, and
that's already enough already.
It's almost tough, like trying to keep up with being a dad and working full time and doing a podcast at 7:30 p.m., which is when I usually do it. It's hard, man. It's hard. I've taken plenty of breaks, and I felt a lot overwhelmed.
Have you ever had a podcast that you felt like you needed to wrap it up?
Don't lie.
I'll give you an example. I had the girl who owns the locale. There's no disrespect.
Just throwing names out there.
What's her Instagram?
What's her? I can't pronounce her last name.
I'm a little girl right now.
I had this one episode with her, the singer Vanessa. She wouldn't fucking wrap it up.
I was like, dude, stop.
Hey, but you know what? The counter question to that one is: have you had a interview where you just didn't like you?
Well, let him answer his question, bro.
My bad.
No, first of all, what the fuck you mean counter question?
I'm trying to objection.
Okay, so the lady you're saying there was a lady.
Ready for Bud Court.
We're going to go Bud Court.
All right, go ahead, Iceberg. Go ahead.
Not and it's no disrespect for her. It's just we vibed so much that we couldn't stop talking, bro.
Oh yeah.
In that sense, yes.
Yeah.
Like we just could not stop, bro. We talked, and then I remember we both were looking at our phones, and we were like, "You gotta go." She goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta wrap this up too." And then we talked another fucking like 45 minutes, and then I was like, "Hey, we ain't never gonna shut the fuck up, are we?" She was like, "I don't think so."
Is that the video that I edited for you? Because there was a long ass fucking video one time. I was like, "Fuck, they're not talking about shit."
And then It might have been. I don't think she told you
I
before
remember
that.
that video because you're like, hey, fool, look, she was just looking at you and like, man, you didn't get the hints.
And then, no, you're talking about someone else.
No, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm talking about his video.
And once you said that, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what the fuck. Yeah.
I am notorious. Okay, anybody out there, I am notorious for not knowing when someone's flirting with me.
Oh yeah.
I take everything such as a joke.
I got a new
that
video
I
to show you.
never. Oh yeah, I'm bad.
Get the vault.
I'm bad, bro. Horrible. It's a curse.
But okay.
anyways, so I end it. I go, okay, we're gonna end it at this time. That's it. So like 10 minutes later, we end it. I was like, all right, we're cutting ourselves off. Boom, we cut it off. We stand up. We talk for another 30 minutes in my fucking room, right? Because that's where we do the podcast. My little office. I shouldn't say room. My office. And then we're walking down the hall. We stop at the door. We talk another 30 minutes, bro. I get her close to the curve to the parking lot. We talk another 30 minutes, bro. And I go at some point. I go, hey, I hate to be the one to do it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because we ain't never gonna stop talking. And that's bro. The whole podcast was probably close to 3 hours, and I cut it down to like 2 hours. But the whole time that we were there talking was like probably 4 hours. And I've ran into her in other places, and I've told her, we got to keep it short because we just keep talking, bro. I've done gigs where I painted the back of her. She has an alley. We're painting it, and I told her off the spot, like, hey, we start talking, we ain't gonna stop.
But that's a vibe, right?
Yeah,
That's a vibe that you get.
You just get along. You just
I've had
somehow have
plenty
shit
of
to
those.
talk about.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those. That's why, like, now I gotta do. It's my fault. I gotta say, dude, an hour. That's it. Because I know if it's 2 hours long, it's an hour and 45 minutes. It's gonna take me 2 weeks instead of 1 week to edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Time frame,
You're already thinking ahead already.
Yeah, bro.
I think Locust got the record for the bug, right? Like 4 or 5 hours.
He did 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah, and then we went to go eat, and that was a whole other episode.
Bro, yeah, that was bro. Hey, we seen this dude kill a whole stack of pancakes, lumberjack whole.
That's the day that you ordered pancakes with ketchup on the side.
Yeah, I was stoned,
bro.
That's not an excuse,
I'm just
bro.
saying. Who doesn't like ketchup?
Hey,
on TikTok or
that night.
I blame the pancakes.
Look, that night, man. Hey, man. God bless Locust, man. He's one of my favorite artists out here.
Oh, I gotta.
That one was a good
guy,
one.
man.
That one was
Oh
a
yeah,
good one.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, Locust can talk his ass off,
bro.
man. Yeah. He's a good one, dude. So, okay, so here's another question. Who are you looking forward to, or who would you like to interview? Who's one person that you have in mind where you're like, you know what, man? I want to interview this person.
Shit, right now, that's a good question. I don't know. Anybody.
You've never had like a list or anything like that?
I have a list. So
yeah.
I have a podcast Thursday and Friday, and I'm really interested in Friday. I have my homie Andy, and then Thursday I have somebody else.
All right.
I forgot.
But it's somebody that you're looking
but
forward to.
Yeah,
Okay.
because my homie Andy's a bodybuilder.
Oh, nice.
So he'd be the first bodybuilder I have on my podcast. I'm
Oh,
really
you could ask so
interested,
many
bro.
questions right there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna talk shit to you, bro.
I hope so.
You're fucking.
That's what I need.
Hey,
you
is he
are
like
so
David
bro.
Goggins?
David Goggins is
motherfucker,
fake.
you a bitch.
Who's gonna carry the boat?
Who's you need to fucking get
David
get out
Goggins
of
is fake as fuck.
Yeah,
David Goggins
yeah.
is fake as fuck.
Hey, but there's so many questions that you can just talk with the bodybuilder like that. There's just so much. That
I haven't
goes
talked to him
into
in 13 years.
The
bro.
steroids.
Oh,
Who asked him
really?
about the
13
steroids?
years.
bro?
No, he used to play basketball. He wasn't even into lifting. He just played
Oh,
basketball.
okay.
in high
No,
school.
I'm thinking about somebody else then.
Hey, what's a question that you wouldn't ask, bro? Is there something that you would be like, nah?
I wouldn't cross the line about what he takes, if he takes anything.
Okay.
I think that's too personal.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean? 'Cause
that's just
like a natty, not natty thing.
Yeah. Okay. Just a question in general.
I'll never talk about politics.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never talk about politics.
That is a good
That's
one,
the only
yeah.
thing I wouldn't talk about.
That was my
Everything
next
else I'm there.
question.
Everything else is game, but
Trump or
not
no Trump?
politics. Yeah.
Have you ever done like an interview where you say something that insulted
Berny.
the guest?
Oh, dude, I don't think so. I mean, not that I know of. Right? I mean,
I'm trying to
he
think
didn't
of
try
the
to get-
episodes
He didn't
that
try to get down with me or nothing.
Okay, but they didn't say anything or anything
Nah,
like that.
I try to be very I want to say professional, but I mean, I don't try to nitpick stuff or like say something that's gonna piss them off. Except fuck the Raiders.
All right, you know
good.
that can piss off a lot.
And you know what?
People.
I heard you earlier saying talk shit about the Cowboys.
I'm a Cowboys
I was
fan.
about to jump over and go.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a
Just
Cowboys
playing.
fan.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Cowboys
I remember
fan,
I
that's
had an artist who got mad because I read his lyrics back. And it was like stuff that was like, I was like, bitch, this is your fucking lyrics, bro. Like, this is your
was
song.
it whack,
you know?
or you
it
were
was rap.
impressed?
Rap.
No, wait.
No, yeah,
was the
it's
lyrics
whack.
you were saying back to him whack, or you were really impressed by them and wanted to see it?
No, it was a personal situation, but I picked that song not knowing it was that deep to him. Ooh. But it's a story. So I said, hey, over here you say this, and you know you throw the N-word in there, and then and I said the word. And he was talking really bad about this person that if I remember correctly, he was talking bad about a person who was close to him, and he got upset. He got upset at me. He's like, "Hey, why are you bringing that up?" I said, "Well, these are your lyrics. You know what I mean?" And he got upset. He's like, "I don't want to talk about that." I said, "Well, here, the next verse says this." You know? I let him go on that one, but then I kept moving on, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's the only. It was weird. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, fuck, you put it out there. Why would you be upset? You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, real shit.
Right there.
Fuck that.
On his part.
Well, I mean, it was already too late.
Hey, don't mention this. You know.
Yeah, it was already too late.
Still, I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure that happens down the line when you have like
eventually
celebrity and stuff.
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Even though I know that like a lot of artists or like even a lot of people that going into a podcast aren't really. I'm not gonna say like not educated in going to podcasts or whatnot, but you go to a podcast, you know, you're gonna be asked questions regardless of whatever question it is. You put yourself out there in your art to be able to be asked those questions.
I think people just don't know. I think people just kind of think you're gonna be kissing their ass. And
pretty much, yeah.
Because I know him.
A lot of them do.
He's really like giving respect to the individual artist. He's like telling them like, I've put in time to understand what you've done. Where you're going, and I've extracted what I just need to know a little bit more, and I think my fans would want to know a little bit more based on what I know about them.
Yeah, that is.
But then there's people that have come in where I remember the girl. I can't remember her name. I'm gonna try to remember.
Jesus, don't say her name.
But the situation,
What's her Instagram?
What's her Instagram? So this,
nobody's gonna want to come on.
You canceled, bro.
So just say the OF name.
She came on, and you start hitting up about. You said something like, I found your YouTubes. And she goes, I only got one YouTube. And you're like, nah, I got like 3 other ones here. And you're like, this one, and this one, and then this one, and you got this song on it, and you got this song on it. And I was like, here, and I'll play you the song. Boom. And then she's just kind of like, I don't know if she believed that she somehow had this veil that people were never going to infiltrate, like never going to get in and figure out that she played these songs back in the day or she did these covers. But this motherfucker over here, bro.
I call him Nordwalk.
There's
everything.
I get access to certain tracks and stuff that they probably forgot or never wanted out there like that, but I play it for them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that on the second interview today.
Let me finish. But let me finish this part.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he put in the work for it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that she was in denial, bro. Until this was like, no, and I can show you. Nah, I only got this one channel. He goes, I'm telling you, like almost trying to be as nice as you could, like there's no point in lying.
Yeah, at this point, you're good.
At this point. Yeah,
and
but
it wasn't negative.
Yeah.
It's just she either wasn't proud of it. Maybe there was like some type of issue.
She wasn't proud of it.
Whatever it was, like she was like in denial of it. Yeah. Until he goes boom, 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 and she goes, oh, if you can get that to me, because I've lost it. So I was like, oh shit, I was like impressive as fuck.
Yeah, that happens every now and then.
Dude, that does happen. An artist, like I just lost a gang of lyrics when I lost my iPhone.
I probably have
not too long ago. And then what's it called?
Me too.
I've lost music when like computers crashed and stuff, and that shit sucks, you know?
Fuck yeah. It just powered off. This was just
I just powered off.
It was after 8.
I didn't have
pancakes with ketchup.
They didn't let me log in. See,
hey, have you ever had a guest that? Once again, I'm gonna go back to a lot of the artists have never done an interview before, or they've gone to a radio. The very few that get into a radio station, they get their 5 minutes in. You know what I mean, and not much is really said there. But when they come to like a podcast where you could talk unlimited, uncensored, whatever you gotta say, and we'll sit down and we'll listen to your music with you and stuff. Have you ever had somebody that just doesn't fucking say shit? Doesn't say nothing.
Yeah, shout out my boy Javi.
Look at the camera right there.
Hey, shout out Javi.
He says it with a serious face. Yeah.
Shout out my boy Javi.
Vale verga ese güey. Like he just doesn't.
Vale verga, but
he doesn't talk.
He was food. Yeah, you could say that. That's literally what we would say, bro. I don't know. I was reaching, bro, down his throat,
feeding him,
trying to get shit. You know what I mean? The funniest story he has is when he got catfished. He got catfished by a bigger girl. No, nothing wrong.
Wait, was it on the party line?
He ended up going to this girl's apartment like 3 or 4 years after high school, and some girl opened the door, and he was like, "Is so and so here?" And she goes,
It's me.
"Yeah, it's me." And he goes, "Nah." I was like, he goes, "Is so and so here?" She goes, "It's me." And I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, okay." And then I guess he texted his brother or something like that. And he said, "Hey, call me and say there's an emergency going on."
Oh,
and
man.
Guys do that shit too.
The backup plan.
bro.
Hey, you know what? I did that one time. My homie didn't call me.
His brother called him. And he said, "Hey, hey, I gotta go. My brother, there's an emergency at the house. I gotta go." Yeah, he got catfish. But this dude's he's not like Prince Charming or nothing, bro. He's a frog, bro. Like he's legit a frog. He's like 4'11", like Oaxaquita. You know,
He still said no to.
He still said no.
He's
Well,
still the king. He's still the king.
Crazy.
That's my business partner right there.
That's what's
Damn.
up.
All right,
That's
so
cool.
he's somebody that but a guest. You've never had a guest like that just kind of shuts down, because we do get that a lot.
someone that I didn't know. No. Besides, it's more people that I know that shut down.
All right,
It's
that
weird.
you know,
like,
and
yeah,
stuff. Okay,
because
yeah.
people that I don't know, like if I invite you to the podcast and like those are the people that talk more than people that I know. I feel like it's more of like a shyness thing because we know each other on a personal level. That they just shut down.
I think that
This was gonna tell everybody about what I did that day.
Like, I think it's easier, bro. Like if it's one of your homeboys that does that, because you could just talk nonstop shit to them. But when it's a guest, like how would you go about that when you're asked them a question and they're just kind of like, yes.
You gotta keep reaching, bro.
Really? You wouldn't be like, hey, you gotta give me a little bit more, cabrón. Like, that's like,
I keep reaching, and that's where I feel like I'm really good with adapting because I keep reaching, and if that question didn't work, cool. Next question. That question didn't work, fine. I guess I'm talking by myself today. But I just can't because I want them to feel. I don't want to be an asshole to them because I'm not an asshole for the most part. So like I'm trying to give them the best possible experience because it's probably never gonna happen again.
Do you talk to your guests before you start recording?
Yeah. And I tell
Okay,
him,
let's talk about that then.
Are you nervous? He goes, No, I'm not nervous. Are you sure? Wait, like
like you're making them nervous by saying that.
Exactly. But sometimes I send them like if I know
it's
they
forever,
haven't done it before. Yeah,
it's forever.
I'm not canceling. I said like. I send them a sheet and then like they fill it out like hey wait, this is what we're talking about.
Oh, you let them know.
Yeah.
Damn,
There's
you're fucking hella nice, bro.
Yeah, bro. There's no surprises. Like this is what's going on. Like just conversate with me, And
no shit.
It's just
Vanessa, would that help you out if I was to send a sheet with the questions ready for you to?
We've been asking for that shit.
I know. You think that would help in an interview?
Shout out ChatGPT.
We're over here part of the podcast and we still don't even know what's going on.
All right. Do you? This is Vanessa, by the way.
Hey, I started as a guest here. Oh, thank you.
Recording artist.
So, I was thinking about it when we were talking about earlier. I feel like it would make me more nervous because then I would think of like the perfect responses. So I kind of like the surprise of just being like, oh, what are they going to ask me? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So
I feel like it goes both ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's a recording artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Cadillac.
So it's okay. Cadillac's a nobody. So Cadillac, Cadillac was were you a guest before you came on the show? I don't even remember.
No.
You just kind of
I just
come and chilled, huh?
Yeah, came and chill. Yeah.
All right. Would you want? Let's say you did the interview with me over there and stuff. You know what I mean? You did the interview with me, the Spanish one. I don't know how you made it, but would you want them to send you? Do you think you would be more comfortable if they send you the questions and stuff?
I like surprises, so I don't want something like Vanessa said. It's gonna be like I'm gonna have to focus on the list that you gave me. So I prefer you just ask me.
All right.
I prefer like that. So
do you give them that list when they show up to the show, or do you give it to them a couple days ahead?
I give it to them a couple days ahead, and it's not even a list. So what it is it's like 5 questions, and it's just the basic questions. But then I do my due diligence to try to like expand on that. Yeah. So it's not always it's not really scheduled. It's more on the go, but it helps me out to be able to develop a little bit more insightful questions, kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I have had artists. I've had several artists that they ask me, "Hey, can you send me the questions?" And I always say, like, "Fuck no, you're gonna find out when we get here and stuff." You know.
I like that. I mean, personally, I like that. I mean,
but I do get it though. I do get it. Anything that you can do to make that person feel comfortable.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Maybe they could open up a little bit more and stuff. Maybe I should try. I would send some fucked up questions, bro. You know, just to mess with them and stuff. You know, but I feel that could help and stuff. The one where
would you send shit that's not even true? But like, so I have this picture of you.
Yeah.
And then
just to mess with them, bro.
That would be funny, dude.
We should do that one day, bro.
Yeah.
So I want
quick question though, because
counter
let's
question.
know about yourself. You know, what type of? Because I know you were saying that you do podcasts like with anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but what would be your ideal episode to do on a podcast?
strippers.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Definitely,
no.
definitely sports, bro. I'm a sports
That's what's
fanatic.
up.
Yeah. So me and my homie Josh, shout out Josh, we started like a different series called the Not So Unmasked.
Yeah.
So where we talk about sports, we talk about what's going on, and it's more of a chill vibe. It's not necessarily like a interview style podcast. So it's more chill, more like back and forth kind of talks.
Yeah, that's
stuff
not bad
that.
at all.
Yeah.
Hey, also, you were, I don't know if you got your degree already in criminal justice.
Yeah,
and
man.
Stuff. So
Years ago.
Did you, have you ever tried to do a show based on that?
Yeah, I thought about it, but there's so many, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of
it's
stuff,
so
yeah.
saturated,
The
like, and
local
it's good ones. It's
Yeah,
great
yeah,
ones
yeah.
out there, but yeah, I like crime stuff. I like death. I like shit like that. Like I like.
Oh, same here, man.
Yeah, I
that's-
like listening to stuff like that. So maybe in the future.
I think it'll be interesting to get your point of view now that you're a little bit more knowledgeable in subjects like
Yeah,
that.
I
you
hated
know what
that.
I mean?
I hated those classes. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah, bro. I couldn't stand it. I had a professor and that took in the summer course that I shouldn't have. So literally, we'd have a case brief, right? A full case brief. I'd have to read 10, 15 pages of the case brief in a summer course, 4 weeks long, right? And I'd have to create a whole entire new case brief, and it'd have to be a 10-page single space paper on that case brief. And we had to do 4 of those in the whole summer, which is only like a 4 or 5 week course.
So one
And
week.
Yeah, basically 10-page paper every single week, and the average grade in that class was a D, and you could graduate with a D at CSUB.
Damn. So was it just, it was just too much work? Is that
It was
what
a lot of
or
work,
It was
but-
boring, or what do you think?
No, it was just a lot of work, and that professor, you had to take that professor for 3 or 4 classes, Mandos, and the university said you can pass with the D in that class, but if it's a D-, you can't.
Oh,
So
shit.
I can say,
But you need
D's
a
get degrees.
you need a B to go to graduate though.
No.
Really, you don't need a 3.0 for the next
Nah,
one, for the
brother.
masters.
No,
shit.
for a master's, yeah, but I don't
Yeah, that's what I'm
think
saying.
about
Like you
getting
can
a
get
master's.
a you can
But
get
his
a D,
classes were
but you won't
passed,
be
though.
able to get into the graduate
But his
program.
classes, they didn't care because he was so tenured they couldn't let him go, and he was so tenured they couldn't change the way he taught.
I had a couple of professors like that, and I would write papers catered to them. So I would listen to like when they would get off topic, and if they got off topic, then I knew that was something they really cared about.
Yeah.
And so I would try to incorporate them into my papers. So, and I'd get 98s, 97s.
Yeah, see, I should have done that. Why could I?
I beat the
meet you
white
6
boys
years
full.
ago?
Hey, every time when I was in college, I did not to get all. I've been drinking. When I was in college, fool, I would compete with the Asian people. So if there was one Asian
They're
dude,
tough.
it's just me and him, me or her, all the time.
I got
Just
an
always
Asian
trying to-
cousin.
I gotta beat him. I gotta beat her. I gotta beat him.
I got an Asian cousin.
There's no winning.
I wouldn't
in that.
compete. I would
There's
never
no
compete with
winning.
any other ethnicity. Like no, like whatever. I didn't care.
Hey, bro,
if they were
Latinos are
Asian,
smart,
let's
bro.
go.
They are, yeah.
Latinos
They're
are
more.
smart, bro.
They're more disciplined in their families that as far as like academics and stuff. I wouldn't say they're smarter. They're just disciplined.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like
That's
the
true.
Asians, but like he was saying, Latinos or like Mexicans, we got some knowledge.
we're smart,
Hearing
big
that,
dog.
Yeah.
hearing that.
He gave you the wink.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an interview
That's
that you think wasn't gonna go like good, but it ended up being something better than what you
Yeah,
thought?
bro. Yeah, I have. I've gone into interviews or podcasts where I'm just like, I'm expecting the worst, and I'm okay with it because again, I'm not gonna cut it, and
Yeah.
it turns out to be one of the best podcasts I've ever had. You know what
shit,
I mean?
all
And
right.
That's cool.
Like for example, I went to Visalia or Selma, and I had a podcast with Michael Hernandez. Not that I thought it was gonna go bad, but I thought I wasn't gonna be good enough to have a podcast with him because he graduated from Cal Poly in journalism. You know what I mean? So he's already
he was
up
one of
there.
the smart bugs.
So
Yeah.
and he's very knowledgeable about MMA. He's very knowledgeable about interview style, interviewing people because that's what he does for a living. He interviews fighters, right? So I think the fighter that you had, what's her name?
KB?
Recently.
Kirsten?
Yeah. So she's been interviewed by Michael Hernandez, and he's just well known.
Nice.
So I was more like, fuck, like this isn't going to turn out the way I wanted to, and it turned out to be one of my favorite podcasts.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. That happens every now and then. Have you guys ever had like a episode that you thought wasn't gonna be as good, but it ended up being something really good?
No, yeah, definitely. You know, I think our early on episodes were like that. Were like they're just they were good. You know,
like we weren't prepared for shit during that time.
Yeah, and it just started off of us not really trying to interview people, but like just talking everyday life and like what we knew. You know, that was pretty fun.
The Stephanie Soul one, like it went well when we were interviewing, and I was just like, fuck, man, this is just like crazy, like deep, because we were like analyzing all the topics that she got into.
What are your favorite interviews to do, man? You like doing more sports? Like, what topics do you like the most?
You know, it's the topics that people. I have a couple homies that tell me that, bro, why are you so serious on your podcast? Like, why do you take it so serious?
Yeah, it is a little serious.
Why aren't you laid back? Yeah, and it's
when you have a guest,
it's not meant to be, right? But I think those are my favorite, bro, because you really unmask everything. Like, you really bring it to light. Like, I've had people like leave and tell me like, I really appreciate that you let me come on and just speak my truth. Like, and that's my favorite. Like, at the end of the day, if some people don't like it, you're always gonna have people that shit on your podcast.
Yeah. You
at
get
the end of the day, it is what it is. So, I've been trying to make it a little bit more light, a little bit more fun, a little bit more energetic. Like yours, that's what I appreciate about yours, because it's always energetic. You know what I mean? And I think I need to cut back on the seriousness, on the darkness, you know, and like kind of just chill out, you know, and be who I am. That's my personality, you know what I mean?
Just be you.
Yeah, I think that'll be. There's nothing wrong with that, because like once again, you have a little bit of everything when you're with your boys there. You can see all the bullshit that happens and stuff, and you know what I mean. But once you have your guests, sometimes a conversation goes there.
It goes a different way, but it's I like it. You know,
it is. As long as you like it, man. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
yeah. So far, what I've heard, like I said, I went all the way back to listen to the first couple of them, and they weren't bad. They really weren't bad. I would have tuned out. I would have just flipped to the next one and stuff. But no, I was entertained by the conversations and stuff.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a lot of good content and stuff. You know what I mean? So what do you?
My bad. Do you get like rigged or like what's the word, like cringed when you hear your voice
every time
on
I
the
edit,
podcast?
Bro. And like you said, like when I sit there and I'm cutting, right? I cut and I cut and I cut. I go back and I listen and I listen and listen. And by the third time, fourth time, I'm like, God damn it, just shut up, bro. I really am, bro. I'm like, just shut the hell up already.
Yeah, because you get tired of listening to your voice and stuff.
The same thing over and
Yeah,
over
I've
again.
had this conversation with these guys too, where it's like, man, because we have ads, right, that we put in there that we record. I'm like, I need you guys to record your shit, because I'm tired of me doing the ads, because it just gives people a break too from listening to your voice all, you know, the first hour, 2 hours and shit. You know what I mean?
Annoying.
They want to hear you, fool. They want to hear us.
I don't want. Yeah, they want to hear you.
They want to hear you.
Just not like that speech that you just did right now. I could have sworn he thought he was the guest.
A1 though, A1. That was cool. A1.
Don't fucking egg him. You want to go on the show? You want to be a guest on the show?
That was funny.
I'll be down.
I'm gonna go.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm gonna have my own microphone, and then we're gonna get in the conversation.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like your homie Javi. I don't know.
That.
Yeah.
You know who did that? Mute did that shit to you.
Oh yeah, Mute did that to you.
Hey, what's your favorite color? Green.
What
do you like to do with it?
I don't know.
Stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. These guys invited a guest. His name is Mute.
That's the homie.
Yeah, his name is Mute, and they wanted me to do an interview with him. And yeah, hey, what's up, man? Well, how's it going? Okay.
Hey, but you know what? He's mute because he don't really talk much, you know. But it's crazy.
You brought him.
Literally,
it's the homie. It's the homie. But he's well known.
He's a good guy.
He's well known from like L.A. to like San Francisco, like on the graffiti.
Yeah, he's
everywhere.
He's good.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about taking your show on the road or something, or doing a live one, you know, somewhere at a venue and stuff?
I've been thinking about doing a live one, especially at these the pop-ups that I've been doing. I'm like, it'd be cool to do a live one.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And I listened into a couple of your live ones. I'm like, okay, it doesn't sound bad, because I have the same.
Oh,
thing,
it's
right?
bad, bro.
No, it doesn't sound too bad compared to what it could
It's
be.
a
Right?
lot of work.
But do you like take a generator and stuff like that?
No. We always try to power in.
Yeah, see,
you know what I mean? So yeah,
very expensive.
We spoke about all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was my dream, which is the next step to the actual dream, is doing live shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of work has been going into it. We just had one, like I said, at a car show on Saturday. It was brutal. But we got through it, and people liked it and stuff. And so yeah, but doing a live show, I guess it's just we've done 2 of them already. So we just got started, and nothing goes right, nothing. Everything always goes wrong. But hey, we're learning how to roll with the punches. And stuff,
we did that one at Rockin' Wings as well.
Oh, that was the wrestling one though.
Yeah.
That was more like play-by-play for wrestling and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like an actual bug show.
This
like we've been
motherfucker
doing.
went to the wrestling ring and fucking got on the rope and jumped and hit another wrestler.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other
That
story,
shit was
man.
funny.
I'm a little bit bummed because I was supposed to come out in a month, 2 months. I was supposed to come out on new wrestling, but with the whole thing that happened with the whole
Damn.
Rampage thing, they canceled that, so I won't be able to
That is
participate.
insane, bro.
Yeah, well, you like sports. What do you think about that, man?
That-
What's
I-
your opinion on that?
Honestly, when my cousin sent it to my Asian cousin, because you talk about Asians earlier.
Yeah.
My Asian cousin Blake, shout out Blake. He sent it to me. I was like, it's fake. And then I watched it again, and then I started going through the TikTok and stuff. And I was like, God, that's disgusting, bro.
He was hitting him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
disgusting.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, I spoke with 3 different wrestling promoters and stuff because they, I wanted to get their opinion off record and stuff. And it was there's a lot that goes into that. A lot of the stuff that people didn't really see. If you see the whole
videos.
video of what happened before the
Yeah.
event, 2 days before the event, it all lines up. Yeah, but I feel like until this day, man, I even got into an argument with one of the promoters. I said it was the promoter's fault.
Yeah.
For letting people in the back like that.
Yeah.
And for letting his employee act like an idiot and fucking hitting the kid in the head,
Yup.
which that had nothing to do with the show. The promoter should have he should have put an end to that right there. Hey, you know what? You're not supposed to do that. You're off of the card today. You know what I mean? And for the other guy, hey, you're not supposed to be backstage over here. You're not a wrestler. You're not
Get the
any of that
fuck out,
stuff.
yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much. But
I see it's kind of like
No, that's real. Yeah, I agree with that. There's like miscommunication there. Or
yeah,
something.
and plus, one of the things that me personally, dude, and we'll wrap it up here in a little bit. One of the things I didn't like is that they're all brothers there. It's a brotherhood.
it's a
you know what I
brotherhood,
mean?
yeah.
And you see the guy
They didn't act like
getting knocked the fuck out, and nobody
I
stepped
counted
in.
them.
Nope.
24
Not even
punches.
the
Yeah.
referee, bro.
Rampage's kid, fool.
Yeah, like-
nah, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who.
Yeah,
it is.
you don't care.
If
At
it's a
least
homie,
chair on it, bro.
get in there and like block him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
You're not gonna fight the guy, but
I
at
think
least
the
get in there.
referee or the water boy was like the only fool acting.
No,
that.
the referee didn't do anything.
he
That's,
didn't.
Well,
that's
there
one
was
of
one
the
dude,
things.
he put his body in on it. He was trying to hold him.
Yeah,
in the corner.
but
I don't
that
know who
was,
he was.
but yeah, he's a
But he
wrestler.
wasn't-
But how
oh, he
many
was a
minutes?
wrestler.
How
Yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
minutes
24
into
punches,
it?
bro.
Yeah, you see, there was a lot
insane.
that went wrong, and unfortunately, that kind of fucked everything up for me because I can't be on the events anymore because you got to be a trained fucking wrestler and
Raja,
shit.
bro.
Hey, but I mean, you can't blame just him. You know what I mean? A lot of shit went wrong in
There's a
there
lot
and
of
stuff.
context, bro. There's a lot of context. There's no excuses for it at the end of the day because
No,
at the end of the day,
there
everybody needed to do the right thing. And
I blame the promoter, damn it.
Everybody was, egging on. There's peer pressure.
There was a lot of
There's-
shit going on during that
That's
time.
fool had-
It reminded me of high school, bro.
Very,
You know
he's
what
young.
I'm
He's
saying?
that young too.
Yeah,
he's
it's
that
like
young.
it's like you got those
Yeah.
homies that are bullying that kid and they're just egging him. And
I saw some
him.
shit where like he had 98 people viewing that shit. Like 98 kids convinced this fool to fuck his life up.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of ways that you can see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's like there's too many people there that could have stopped it. That
Yeah,
could
I
have done
agree.
something. But hey, man, it happened. And what sucks,
is what
what
it
sucks
is.
about that is that he's not getting too much shit about it. It's his dad that wasn't even there. Rampage. Everywhere you see Rampage's kid. It's like fuck, he wasn't even there. You know?
That's
a
part
clout
of
command.
that's
part,
part
right?
of the obligation is now you got someone that represents you everywhere else.
Nah, ni madres,
You know?
way. Shit, if my son wants to do that, hey, cabrón, you do your time. You're
And it's
grown.
probably
no,
better
yeah,
to
definitely,
separate yourself because they're gonna go
definitely,
after your
but-
money, right? And it's like, hey, he's an
Well,
adult.
the lawsuit already
he's an
came.
adult. You go after his money, which he don't have. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
the lawsuits already started already and stuff, and that wrestling organization ended up losing their WWE ID contract too, that they had just gotten. You know, and I'm fuck yeah. There's a lot of shit
All
that's
bad.
going on
That's
still.
work.
Yeah.
But hey, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? All right, Bernie, go ahead and let us know where we can find you at on social media, and also look at the camera over there. Let us know where we can find the podcast as well.
Yeah, man. You can find me on Instagram at the Unmasked Podcast, and then also on Instagram for the Locker Room Vault. That's where I'm at 24/7, man. You guys send me a DM, send me an email. I can't remember the email. I think it's the unmasked.podcast 55@gmail.com. So.
Hell yeah! If we want to be a guest, that's where we can
DM me.
locate you.
DM me is gonna be the best. I just want to look a little professional on this. That's it.
Check anybody.
There you go. Yeah, somebody please, dog.
Hit me up, man. I love doing podcasts, and
Hell yeah.
I want to keep doing it, even if it's just for fun. It's a passion of mine. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Hey, I will say that Bernie has a really good podcast out there. I really do enjoy it. Man, go back and listen to the first episodes, even though he's over here talking shit, saying that they weren't good.
Don't do
Trust me, they were good. They made me laugh and stuff. And you do about a good solid hour, huh? You rarely go
now.
above that. You know what I mean?
An hour.
an hour. You know what I
more,
mean?
bro.
So yeah, right now we did over an hour, so you're good.
We're solid.
Nice.
But no, I mean, go ahead and check it out. The Unmasked Podcast and stuff. It's available everywhere. You're on YouTube also. Then you do
YouTube,
clips
yep.
on social media.
Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
There you go, man.
Cool.
Bernie, thank you very much for coming on the
brother.
show, man. You're not nervous anymore, right?
Appreciate you, Bernie.
Let's go again, bro. Let me do the intro
Hell yeah,
again,
part
bro.
2.
Hey, make sure you guys tune in to the Unmasked Podcast.
Damn, see ya.